Guys, today I have for you true powerhouse setup. This barbecue chicken build will annihilate season 11, which is basically around the corner. So prepare yourself and farm for this build. You will not be disappointed because this is pure one-man army shit. You're gonna stop every goddamn enemy, you're gonna wipe legendary rooms in couple seconds. You know the drill, legendary chungus, rogue agents, hunters, and all the shenanigans which comes with them will be easy money for you, man. Just like taking away candy from the kid. It's so goddamn overpowered build because you have DPS, survivability, crowd control, and much more. Uncle Butcher in the building as usual, covering Division 2 basically daily. And if you love some barbecue chicken with insanity flavor, hit that like, smash the top, and welcome to the family. Long story short, my brother, I'm using pretty dope synergy between Heartbreaker gear set, skill pierce, spotted talent, insane, and memento backpack. I know it sounds a lot, and trust me, it is, because you have to farm your ass off to find Heartbreaker pieces with skill damage on, so you could re-roll core attribute for skill tiers, but it's totally worth it. And I'm using actually LMG, one of the hardest hitting LMGs. And why Heartbreaker gear set is so goddamn dope, because as secondary weapon you can use assault rifle. Police M4. Why Police M4 will be better than FAMAS? Because you can apply on that bad boy linked laser pointer attachment. Unfortunately on FAMAS you can't do it. Carbine 7 Kinbreaker also will work, but Kinbreaker has flatline talent. And the flatline, although is really nice, it amplifies weapon and skill damage, but you will deal that amplified damage only on one target. But Insync, from other hand, will increase your skill and weapon damage on all targets, so you don't have to mark one particular enemy. So this synergy can be really dope, and on LMG you have more bullets. It works really well with your Heartbreaker gear set in terms of getting armor back with headshots. But before we continue, quick word from today's sponsor, Thieving.net. If you don't have enough time or good teammates but you still want to have all the best items in your game, then Thieving.net is set for you. They have absolutely amazing team on consoles. They will complete your order super quick. I have been working for them for many years, so they have also tons of customer reviews. I recommend check everything by yourself before you buy anything at online. But with my promo code RBDIP you will have 15% discount on absolutely all services. And if you have any questions, comment down below or contact the operator, and the rest will be the history. But now let's get back to this legendary setup. And hold my cat's balls, because this build not only works in solo play, aka lone wolf mode, but also in team play. It absolutely shreds elite enemies like there is no tomorrow. Super dope synergy, like I said, between your specialization, between your setup and talents, and memento backpack in general is really dope. And as you see, there is no problem whatsoever to collect full stacks of memento trophies. And in general, if you want to be updated with all the best PvP builds, especially when season 11 will arrive, definitely hit that like, smash that up, and destroy bell button. Goddamn, I hate that bell button. Anyway, for specialization we're gonna use here, of course, Technician. Technician will give us skill damage. These rob grenades, which are absolutely handy on legendary difficulty against dogs, chungus, drones, war machines, healing stations, all that shenanigans. Also, extra skill tier will allow us to use one more armor or offensive core attribute, and also we have artificial hive for lazy players. Artificial hive will make your turret basically immortal. For my main weapon I'm using RPK LMG. It's one of the hardest hitting LMGs in the game, if not the hardest hitting. And I'm using, of course, Insync to increase my skill and weapon damage. Really nice synergy. Flatline, like I said, is really nice because it's amplifying your damage, but it will work on only marked enemy, which will work, or not marked, excuse me, by only will work on your pulsed enemy. And on this LMG you can apply linked laser pointer attachment, which will work with spotter and Heartbreaker gear set really well. Although with Heartbreaker gear set by nailing headshots you will trigger pulse anyway, so keep that in mind. Maybe you could switch some guns to fit your playstyle more. For second weapon you can use whatever assault rifle you want, Carbine 7, Police M4, King Breaker, excuse me, or Scorpio shotgun. In solo play, sometimes it's really handy, you can switch on the fly these guns. If you know that you have to stab chungus, for example, like in this room, you can use Scorpio shotgun, and with full stacks applied, you will increase incoming damage on that enemy by 20%. Also, this rule will be applied in team play. For the pistol though, you have a couple options. In sync, if you will play legendary difficulty with multiple directives, most likely you will be short on ammo. That's the reason why in sync will be handy. Normal legendary difficulty, future perfection for overcharge reasons. Unfortunately, preservation doesn't work anymore with skill kills. This talent was fixed recently, so preservation is not a good option anymore. Previously I would use preservation for sure. For gear, I'm using 4 pieces from Heartbreaker gear set with skill damage and skill tiers, and my chest piece is a perfect spotter, and I'm getting 5% extra ammo as well from this chest piece. And spotter will work really well with my guns, since I can apply a linked laser pointer attachment on my RPK or assault rifle I will choose to use, and that will give me amplified weapon and skill damage 20%. It's by far the best DPS talent you can use. Of course, perfect glass cannon would give you more DPS, but in returns you would get much more incoming damage, and for new players that can be really tricky. So spotter is really new player friendly actually, so I would recommend you to use this talent. And in terms of my bonus armor, oh my goodness, it absolutely slaps, Jesus, oh delicious synergy. And in mods, protection from elite is absolutely must have. With 13% protection from elite mods you will reach almost 40%, so it's really handy. Memento backpack with full stacks will give you 3% armor regen, skill efficiency, extra weapon damage, so Memento works in this setup really well. Heartbreaker gear set will give us weapon damage for assault rifle class and LMG class, excuse me, and of course a lot of other huge benefits. And one of those is of course increased damage and of course armor regen or bonus armor by nailing your headshots. For the skills you should use turret and drone. Butcher drops the mic, see you in the next one.